Today we have with us Rod Damian, and Rod Damian has been very, very important in my life. He's been a coach of mine for about a year and a half now, and I met him probably 2-3 years prior to that. But he's been an amazing force in my life. As you get to know him, you'll know why. You'll get to know why I invited him to our event to share his knowledge with you. He just has such a way with him, and you'll get to see that as you get to meet him. But today, Rod, what I'd like you to tell our audience is kind of a little bit about your background and what you're going to share with us at the event in June.
Perfect. So, well, first off, I wanted to thank you, Edna, for inviting me for this interview, but also inviting me to be able to speak to your audience. You know, it's such an honor to be able to share the stage with you and to be able to share my experience, my wisdom, if you want to call it that, with the people that are going to be attending. So Thank you. So to talk about my background, I've been investing in real estate for probably about a decade and a half. So I started when I was 19. I'm 33 now. But prior to investing in real estate, I was a street pharmacist. So if you guys know what that is, I'm selling pot. So I guess you could say that I've been an entrepreneur at an early start. At an early age, and then from there I transitioned into investing in real estate. I had really great mentors early on, and it really solidified the reason why I continue to have coaches in my life is because if I want to progress in my life, I have to have coaches that are 5 to 10 years ahead of where I am in order for me to start to gain that momentum and gain that perspective more than anything, in order for me to live that type of an experience. So let's fast forward. Let's rewind when I first got started in real estate. I had zero experience, no knowledge. I didn't even have the vocabulary down when it comes to investing in real estate or the topic of real estate in general. So I was literally getting on the phones, talking with street slang, talking to my realtor like, "Hey, what's up, homie? Can you send me this information on that house?" So the reason why I bring that up is it doesn't really matter what your background is in real estate. Just as long as you have some determination and some persistence, you can really gain some good momentum to be able to experience what you're wanting to do in real estate. So my first year in real estate, I did about 30 transactions. Back then, my main focus was assignment of contracts so that I can build up my cash flow wholesaling. So that way I can build up my cash flow so that I can start to put myself in a financial position to start to hold properties, for passive income and more of an automated income. So after my first year of really building a solid foundation, I started to buy and hold where, let's fast forward, 15 years later, we've accumulated close to, I would say about 2,300 units. Since then we've sold off a good amount of our portfolio, just because our transition into the current lifestyle that we live now, we have more of a diversified streams of income. As you guys have been following Edna, she's the queen of multiple streams of income, and so I'm a huge advocate of that as well. So when Edna approached me and said, "Yeah, I'm holding this forum and this is what it's all about," I was like, "Oh man, I'm all for it. Sign me up." So as far as the real estate background goes, starting off with wholesaling, we started to buy and hold. So we were doing some retail flips. We were doing some apartment buildings, so commercial real estate. Now we do some land development as well. But one of the main things that we love doing is really assisting families with home ownership, because in this day and age, a lot of people that don't have the financial literacy, they don't necessarily have the financial credit to be able to qualify for a mortgage. And so that's where we come in to be able to assist them and educate them on how to better their financial situation, but the different strategies that we can implement for them to become homeowners. So yeah, that's a little bit about my real estate background. If you want me to go into more depth, let me know.
You know what? I absolutely would, because how we connected was actually at a real estate seminar. That's how I very first met you, and that's one element of you. One of the things when we started coaching was that I believe at that time it was like 12 streams of income you had.
Yeah.
Is it? And that was very exciting to me, because I think we're around 6 or 7 maybe. And I find it very exciting, but your lifestyle, everything, your age, your young family, everything you have going for you. And then the one other thing that really impressed me was I believe you told me you have at least one and maybe even more streams of income of yours that is funneled straight to a charity.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah. Yeah, so one of the things that we like to do is, we are such phenomenal human beings, and the ability to create whatever it is that our heart desires. It's in this day and age, it's so fast paced nowadays that once you're conscious and you're self-aware, you can actualize anything in your life. And so instead of us dipping into our personal accounts or into our business accounts, one of the things that we like to do is to create new streams of income for different projects and projects that we like to participate in. And so one of them, we created a business that is generally the focus of it is just to give back. And so all the income, all the profits that's generated through this particular business, it's then funneled out to be able to assist people in the things that they're going through. So for example, this past winter, one of the things that we did was some of that income, we then used it to be able to assist people that are, kids that are less fortunate that aren't able to go snowboarding, so that they can be able to experience the outdoors and have fun in the snow. Here I am, I live in Kelowna, and we live really close, about 30 minutes away from Big White, which is our local ski resort. And I know how much I enjoy it, and I know how much it really assisted me when I was younger, to really ground me and to connecting with Mother Nature, which is and again, that's something that I'm really passionate about, is being outdoors and connecting with Mother Nature. And so that's a little bit about just that aspect of it. Another thing that we did too is we did a project with one of our clients to build 250 houses in Haiti, to house 250 Haitians and their families. So different things of giving back, building wells and things of that nature. It's something that not only is fulfilling internally, but you can see the physical actualization of your efforts and the things that you're doing. Yeah, so I have two kids. One's 5, Xavier's 5, and a Star is 1. We're unschoolers, so we really followed their creativity and focused on the things that they're interested in, and assisting them in developing those skill sets, and harnessing just their creativity. So yeah, that's.
I can't wait to meet the little ones. I did see your little guy. I think when we met in the States, I think he was maybe 2 or 3 at the time. I can't remember. I remember you were carrying him, and I haven't met your
Yeah,
little girl yet, but I look forward to that too. They're amazing little
yeah,
people.
definitely.
So we're so excited with having you come to Saskatchewan because, like I said, you're just a wealth of knowledge. Can you share with us a little bit what we can look forward to learning from you while you're here?
Yeah, it's been interesting because these past couple weeks, just thinking about what is it that I want to share with the audience, and what is it that I can leave them with that they can start to implement right away, and not have to think, oh, what am I going to do from here, right? And I think back on my experience when I first started, and if I would have rewind from the very beginning, and do the things that I now know, what would I start to do in the very beginning? And one of them would be financial literacy, to really get a better grasp on the flow of money in, the flow of money out. But, financial literacy in a different sense, where it's not just about the dollars and cents, but it's more about the belief system that you currently have about how income is generated in your life. Because there's a lot of different thoughts and a lot of different belief systems that we were conditioned in our early upbringing that causes the way money comes into our life to come into our life. And so really assisting people with decoding their current money ideas and belief systems, and really assisting them with giving them a different perspective on how to allow their businesses to thrive. I'm an alchemist, so I've been studying alchemy for quite some time now, and bringing in different elements into our business has been such a huge foundational point for us to live the experience that we have, where it's not all about hard work. It's more about being conscious about how clear we are with the things that we're experiencing within our business. I'll give you guys a quick example of what I mean by that. Is I have a client that lives out in Colorado, and before I met him, he was making 100 offers, and he got only one deal that he got feedback on. They didn't even get it accepted. And so, as you guys know, Colorado is a pretty fast-paced market. Things are on the market for a couple of days and it's gone. But he had the mentality of, I have to work hard. I have to submit 100 offers for me to get one accepted. And I'm like, holy crap, man, is that really the belief system that you wanna harness and you wanna live your life by? And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, is there another way, or what are you talking about? He's like, well, so I did some work with him, and it's more internal work. And when we see each other out of Saskatchewan, you guys will know what I'm talking about, because I'm all about experiential experiences, to be able to take you on a journey to allow you to feel what I'm talking about, not just get what I'm talking about. And so I took him through this experience for him to realize that his belief system came from when he was 6 years old. That his mom told him, and the conversations that his mom and dad were having was all about working hard. That his dad was never home, and his mom was constantly stressed about money. And so here he is, and he's 38 now, and that's the belief system that he carried on for the past 38 years of his life. And so being able to do some internal work, we've been able to really decode what his current belief patterns are, and to reintegrate him into a completely different way of thought, a different perspective, if you will. And so after we met, what happened was he got back home and he didn't make any offers. And we really focused on him getting clarity on what it is that he wants to experience. And I talked to him yesterday, and he's like, Rod, you won't believe it. A month has passed since we last talked, because I just started working with him a month ago. And it's like, yeah, I didn't make any offers, but I have a deal that I'm closing on this week that I've been working on for the past week and a half now, and I didn't have to make any offers. Like, this deal came to me. He's like, so what shifted for you? He's like, well, I would have to say it's just the perspective. He's like, my whole thought system isn't now that I have to make a whole bunch of offers and I have to work hard. All I have to do is really get clear with what I want to experience. And so, we defined what he wanted to do and what service he wanted to provide. Because my whole belief system is that, yeah, we're all real estate investors and we're all entrepreneurs, but at the core of who we are, all we're really doing is providing a service. And if we can fulfill that service to the people that we're working with, no matter what industry it's in, then the fulfillment comes and the satisfaction comes once you really feel that you provide that service. And so, the long short of it all is, by gaining clarity and by decoding the internal blockages, he was able to get a deal without having to make a whole bunch of offers. He had a deal come to him where he's going to be buying and holding it, where, the thing now is that he just made one offer to get one deal. So, again, you guys will feel what I'm talking about when we see each other. But it's really bringing in fifth dimensional tools. It's really bringing in the alchemistic mind into the physical realities that we're currently living. Because in this day and age, spirituality, consciousness, awareness, self-awareness is more of an everyday topic that a lot of people are aware of now. And so it's being able to integrate those two concepts into one, because again, if we can bring our personal lives and our business lives and marry the two, then now we don't have to put up these different facades, and we can just be who we are and authentically show up in people's lives, and the deals start to come to us without us even having to make an effort, And what I mean by that is, it's not that, well, yeah, let's go sit around and meditate. I don't meditate for hours, but one of the things that I do is I'm constantly getting clear with what I want to experience and what it is that I want to radiate in this world. And so being able to guide you all through that process is something that I feel will be a significant benefit for all of you. But you'll start to see how all of this can come together, and how you can bring to life what it is that you're wanting to experience within your business, whether that's closing on one deal a month, whether that's owning an apartment building, whether it's land development, whether it's just being able to allow more income to flow into your current business. Whatever it is, it's being able to decode the internal blockages and allow you to experience the things that you're wanting to experience. So yeah, it's all coming together, as we get closer to the date. But
Yeah.
I'm super stoked because, I have a coach that I've been working with on the topic of alchemy, and the things that I've been learning and that I've been implementing within my own business. Oh my goodness, it's mind blowing. Because, yeah, I won't go into too much detail about that. I'll say it when we're together, but it's cool because it's really bringing the magic back into our world, and really living in that world where we can actualize whatever it is that we want. The Midas touch, whatever we touch turns to gold. and really shifting people's perspective at, yeah, that is our current day reality if you decide that to be so.
Yeah. Yeah. And can you see why I'm so amazed by Rod just by just listening to what we just had? That Rod's taught me so much about actualizing the abundance in my life. It's made such a difference. I think we've added 3 significant income streams just since I started working with him. And that would be 2 years in September. So yeah, about a year and a half ago. So that's
Yeah.
amazing. And a year and a half ago, I wouldn't even have been able to dream about putting on an event like this. But I really wanted to share with everyone. I just feel so fortunate to be able to work with people like you, with the other mentors and coaches I've had in my life that are going to be here. I feel so fortunate. I want to share that with everyone. And not everyone can travel all over the world, come and see guys, go here, go there, or spend the money because it does cost a lot to get one-on-one coaching by somebody like Rod. But he's going to be there. He's going to share that knowledge with us. And I actually think that most of you, if you can be there and really be aware, that you will have a significant mindset shift. Do you think so, Rod?
Oh yeah, significant. Not just from the things that they'll learn from people on the stage, but from the conversations that you'll have with the people that are there.
Yeah.
In this day and age, business is all about relationships. And what other place can you think of that you're going to be in a room with other entrepreneurs that are on a similar journey than you are, that will be able to impact your personal business, but also your personal life? And so, I would encourage all of you guys to make it there because, like Edna said, every speaker that's going to be there, it's a 4 to 5 figure amount to work with these people on a monthly basis, not a yearly basis, but a monthly basis. And, the people that Edna has, that has lined up for all of you all, it's phenomenal. I'm excited to be able to hear from the speakers as well. So I'm fortunate to be able to be a part of that and to be able to share, my experience with you all. But I would encourage you, if you're on the fence, just make the decision and align with that decision. If it's a financial thing, then think about that. If it is a financial thing, then how long do you want that financial worry to be a problem in your life? Because all it really is, it's a pattern that you keep repeating in your life that, oh, this opportunity isn't going to bring me income. It may or may not. But when you guys show up at the event, I'll tell you this, that if you show up and you're fully present in what it is that you're wanting to experience while you're there, not only will you rendezvous with the people that you're wanting to align with, but your potential partners are going to be there as well. The people that you'll be doing deals with, the people that you're going to be building businesses with, the people that are going to assist you with actualizing the experience that you desire to be living will be there. Because again, these are people that are investing in themselves. And so I would encourage you to invest in yourself and get yourself there. So that way you can really feel what it feels like to be someone that is not only investing, hundreds of dollars in your personal life, but in your business as well. So not only is it a business write-off, but holy crap, man, it's going to allow you to level up and to raise your thresholds on all levels of your life, your personal, business, spiritual, and physical. So just by you showing up, you've already attained that. So I'd love to meet you guys and be able to have a personal conversation with you. And, when you guys are there, make sure you guys come up to me and, we can just have a conversation and brainstorm what you're currently experiencing, and we can shift it personally. So looking forward to it.
And it would take sometimes it takes a 5-minute conversation, because I know sometimes when I've had stresses going on in my life, it's a quick call to Rod and it's like, got it handled now. Now I know what to do. So yes. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So what I was just going to add is, with what you're doing now, hosting this forum, but also the mastermind that you've created, it all came from conversations. And it's being able to be around people that can hold that space to be able for those ideas to flow, and then being able to have the support for you to actualize those experiences. Because I'm sure a lot of you guys have all these thoughts. Again, the whole Perry's Dragon's Den. Man, for those of you who are considering doing it, just do it, because you're going to have a panel of dragons that will be able to either invest with you, give you perspective, and the things that you're wanting to do, that you're working on right now, is just right there. All you need to do is put yourself out there and share what it is that you're working on. And who knows, I might even invest with you guys, depending on how you present yourself and what the deal consists of. But yeah, it all comes from just having the thought and having the strength to be able to vocalize it to other people. So then those people that you share it with, if they're in alignment with where you are in your life, they'll help to support you and guide you to actualizing it physically. Because, man, like, just as much excitement as you're having in hosting this, man, it's like I'm on the receiving end too. I'm like, oh man, I'm your biggest cheerleader, because to be able to see you do this, like, it's so phenomenal.
Oh, I know. It's very exciting. It's such a great opportunity to pull together, like I said, a bunch of mentors and people who've really made a difference in my life, and share them with the Saskatchewan people, because, being in the middle of the prairies and kind of a have-not province for so many years, there's very few things that we get here. And this
Yeah.
is gonna be a launching pad for a lot of great things to come.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you very much, Rod. I so appreciate you taking this time to speak to our audience. We're so excited to have you on the Prairie Dragons panel, and we're all excited to hear you speak and learn more from you. And again, thank you very much. Goodbye.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
I'm just going to turn the recording to our audience. We're so excited to have you on the Prairie Dragons panel, and we're all excited to hear you speak and learn more from you. And again, thank you very much. Goodbye.
No problem. Thanks for having me.